guys, this is Michael and Ibrahim with Neon Pest and Lawn and Quiet Lawn. We are really excited to show you the app that we have built for ourselves. This is one of the main key features of it that people really like. This is the estimating portion. We've built this, for ourselves over the last several years, and with time, we've, also done it for other companies. But it's unlike anything I know of. I don't know of any CRM that can do what this thing can do. Really good for like us that are smaller with not a huge multi-million-dollar business. It's a way that you can be out in the field, quickly get an estimate put together in seconds automatically and send it to the customer, right there in the field. You don't have to go through all the hassle of going back to the shop or, getting on a laptop or, all the extra steps. I think you'll be really impressed. So Ibrahim is a genius. He's built all this, and we continue to add features. We continue to improve it. And like I said, I don't know of anything else on the market that does what this thing can do. So we're just going to walk you through the process of doing an estimate. Let's say you're out in the field, you've got your phone, Mrs. Smith's neighbor comes up and asks for an estimate. This is the process right here. So I'll let Ibrahim take over and kind of walk us through that.
Hey guys, so to enter an estimate, all you need to do is to go to the estimator section, and then let's say I'm gonna type in someone's name, type in my phone number. So this is, imagine you're doing it out on the field, and then you search for a property. It'll give you suggestions based on whatever you're typing in, and then we click on continue. Here you can type in whatever services they are looking for, so mowing, FNWC. These are completely customizable, so it doesn't have to be a lawn care work. It can be irrigation or plumbing or whatever service business that you guys have. We can customize it for that. So let's say if it's FNWC, which stands for fertilization weed control, it can be based on different locations because different locations have different travel times. So if it's located in Murrells Inlet, you would choose Murrells Inlet or Longs, whatever your shop location is. So this allows us to kind of calculate the distance between the shop and the property address, the customer's address, and then be able to calculate your price based on that as well. So once you type in, you of course get a map with the house in it, and then some factors that decide our pricing is fence, sidewalk, corner lot, etc., etc. We just take a look at what's available and what's not, and just turn on and off, accordingly. So if this had a fence, we would turn this on, and this would impact the price. So since this doesn't have any fence, you just keep it turned off. This doesn't have any sidewalk, doesn't have any obstacles, whether it's a target neighborhood. Again, this is very much customizable. If you guys don't want this, you don't have to have this, but this is something we kind of consider in our pricing, and we have it included. So this is a target neighborhood for us. It is a subdivision, so if I move out, you can see it's a subdivision. And does the area have more customers or less than 5 customers? Again, this is specific to us. You don't have to worry about this. Click continue. So once you continue, this is where the magic happens. You see the turf area is automatically calculated. You don't have to do this manually. So on most CRMs require you to kind of pinpoint, the house or the lawn to kind of map it out and then calculate the turf area. You don't have to do it with this app. The app will automatically calculate the turf area for you. What's amazing is it will even calculate the size of the house for you. So for those of you in pest control and you need the house square foot size, this is how you do it. You also get tons of information that you could use towards your pricing, and then you just confirm and submit the lead. So once I submit the lead here, yes sir.
I was just gonna say, so that's so cool. Like you guys watching, how amazing that is. But basically, all we did was enter their contact info and their address, and this app basically pulls all the data that we need from the internet. Pulls their turf area, their house size, and like Ibrahim said, this is all customizable. These are the factors that we want, I said impacts the price or the time it takes to mow. So basically all we did was calculate our man-hour rate, enter it into this app, and this app will do what it's going to show right here in just a minute. It's going to automatically give a price based on that man-hour rate when taking into account those factors we added, whether they had a fence, whether they were in a target area, whether they had a sidewalk going through the yard, which is going to require extra edging. All those factors that we customized, that we said based on data, this factor makes this size property take longer. This thing's going to automatically take all that into account and calculate pricing. So, sorry, Ibrahim, go ahead.
Yeah. So once you enter the lead into the app, there are some things when you happen behind the scenes when you enter the app. It calculates the prices, of course, so that you don't have to enter this leads information everywhere manually. It connects to Yardbook, it connects to Copilot, it connects to Household Pro, it connects to major CRMs out there. There are no CRMs, or I believe 90% of the CRMs, our app will connect with it and enter the leads information in the CRM for you. So whether it's MailChimp or Yardbook, like I mentioned, whatever it is, it will enter this information into your software as well. So that when you go home and this person approves an estimate, you don't have to create another profile on another software and type in their information again. It saves you time. We have clients who use 6 different CRMs, and just by entering here on the leads section right here, it saves the information in all 6 CRMs at the same time. So that's another cool feature I want to point out.
Yep. So that's very cool. That's very cool. So yeah, you don't have to re-enter this into Yardbook or Copilot or whatever CRM you use. This customer is automatically entered there as soon as you enter them in a lead into our app and all these other places that you said, because all that stuff's time, especially when you're smaller, you don't have an office person, or, stuff gets messed up when you have all these extra steps. Like I have to figure out an estimate, and then I have to enter it to a CRM, and then I have to enter it here. That's all just extra steps where leads are going to fall out or stuff's going to get messed up. Especially when you're smaller, like us business owners, we're not the most organized people. So to have something like this where it's just one step, you enter all this, it automatically goes into your CRM. It automatically calculates pricing, and the other cool stuff that he's about to show. That's just amazing.
Yes, sir. I was just opening Yardbook on my another browser. Just wanted to show you. Here's the lead that we just entered. And their
awesome.
lawn size is already entered. Everything else is entered.
So the only thing, each CRM is different because the CRM set what information they can import, but the only thing it didn't import was the pricing, right? You just have to enter the price, but it pulled their yard size, it did all that stuff automatically Yardbook.
Yes, sir.
So that's amazing.
Yeah. So all of the information like email, first and last name, address, phone number, all of that's imported in, including the email as well. Yardbook, certain softwares allow more information to go in. So Yardbook allows lawn size to be entered as well. So we entered the lawn size as well. It's different with Copilot. Copilot allows all of this information plus lawn size as well. So we have that with Copilot as well. So, whatever CRMs you guys use, at least the basic information will go in for sure.
What other CRMs are we working with? We can pretty much build it for any CRM, but what other ones are we working with right now?
We're working with Copilot. We are working with Household Pro. We are working with Honeybook. We are working with MailChimp. Any softwares out there, as long as it has Zapier integration in it, we are able to connect and then be able to push all of this data into it. I've even tried it with Service Titan. I've tried it with Service Autopilot. It works well with all softwares.
That's awesome.
We're able to push all this information in. Once you enter the information into the app, you have your information populated here, year built, age of home. This is basically us deducting what year it is right now versus what year the home was built in, because sometimes we look at how established a lawn is before pricing it. So this tells us that information. We have our lawn size, of course. We also have our distance. Again, this is all calculated automatically. So we see that this house is 2 miles from the shop. So of course, if it's closer, the prices will be lesser than if it's a house that's 15 miles out or 20 miles out. So all of that information is calculated in. And what's amazing is this section right here. So whatever services you offer, we're able to customize and show the pricing for each service that you offer. So just by entering this person's information in, and from the lawn size, it calculates the premium package that we offer, which is $42 per month. The premium complete package at $63 per month. We have our add-ons. So again, this can be customized to what you offer. It doesn't have to be exactly this. So if it's only a mowing package that you offer, we can just show a mowing package here with the prices. Whatever you see on the screen is very much customizable, so it doesn't have to be specific to this. You have your peaceful mowing. This is what we offer for our mowing packages. We have our pricing here calculated within seconds. You don't have to do any manual calculation. We also offer pest control, so we have our pest control pricing in here as well. So termite control, termite warranty, everything is in here. Gutter maintenance, poo patrol, and then at the very bottom we have some P4P data for our internal team to use. So information like this won't be seen by the customer. Information here will be seen by the customer once you send it to them, but information here will be specifically for your internal office team. So since we price it per month, you do need a price per service to be able to calculate, what your budgeted hour is. And then from there, you are able to take out your product cost to kind of calculate what the labor revenue is for doing this person's treatment. Even the time to treat, the budgeted time to treat is calculated here. So for this particular customer, the budgeted time is 9.28 minutes. So all of this is calculated using the hourly rate. We have the data for mowing as well. So our mowing time is 23.20 minutes. Our string time, blow time, everything is calculated, so that we know if this person gets mowed within this time, you're profitable. If not, you're underpriced and you need to change the pricing. So this is how you calculate that information here as well. There's a section here for mulch data. If you want to enter mulch data, you can enter that too. So again, very customizable to whatever services you want to offer. And then I wanted to show you what to do next. So we mentioned starting the video that you could calculate an estimate and send it out within 2 minutes. So here's how you do it. You just turn on this and the app will create a text for you to send it out to the customer. So, hi Jackson, thank you for your interest in Neon Pest and Lawn. Below are your quotes. Our premium lawn treatment package will be $42 per month. Includes 9 treatments where we will apply fertilizer, weed control, and to build a healthy lawn. Again, this can be very much customized. If it's a different kind of text you want, it can be customized as well. But you see the prices are automatically mentioned. $42 per month, $63 per month. It's the same price that you see here, $42, $63. It's different for every customer. It's not specific, and it's generated based on the prices that you see here. But once you have your text here, all you need to do is click on text quote, and it will send the quote out to the customer.
Okay, perfect. So it's sending it right. That's already sent to that number right now.
Yeah. So if I open my phone right here real quick.
So that's huge. I mean, you guys know, if you're sending out stuff, text gets you get a lot better response with text.
Yeah.
From my experience and most people's experience than emails or whatnot. So we're talking about a lot of details now. But this person just asked for a quote, and within a minute, they've got this text that tells them exactly the price, tells them exactly what it includes. You can make that shorter or longer. We help you set up all this stuff, Ibrahim and the guys. So you can, we in the process of setting everything up, we help you figure out your pricing and get all this customized. But, I mean, that's pretty powerful right there. This customer just asked for that, or they just reached out to us, and they've already got it there on their text, on their phone.
Yeah. So here's the text that I just sent it to myself. Hi Jackson, thank you for your interest in Neon Pest and Lawn. Below are your quotes. We have our quote here, $42 per month, $60 per month. Includes all the details about the service. So it's as simple as that. If I go ahead and do it for pest control, and then text quote, and then it will do the same thing again. Let me open my phone so you'll see it in real time.
Perfect.
There we go. Our pest control package will be $33 per month, includes quarterly visits, blah, blah, blah. Everything's mentioned. As simple as that.
I love it. We also have this recurring services, but also, this is for project work too. Like Ibrahim said, we have irrigation companies, we have landscape installers, and there's ways that you can have much more detailed estimates created and send. You think we should do a separate video of that, Ibrahim? That's a little bit more
I think a separate video, because I've set that up for another customer of ours, Electron. We have set up where they can create PDFs instantly and send it out to customers and be able to sell big ticket items on the spot without having to go into a CRM, type in the information, and then do all that stuff. So they can just add in, I can quickly open it up here, but it is a topic for another video, I think.
Sure. No, that's fine. We'll make another video on that, but that's very powerful too. It's really cool. You got a catalog, you can add all your items, and you can create a very complex project estimate in a couple of minutes, and send it right to the customer in a beautiful, simple to read PDF estimate that has your logo and everything on it, and it's completely customizable. Awesome. So can we just, now that you have this, can we go back through this process in real time without talking, so that people can see how quickly from the time a customer requests an estimate until they have a text quote sitting on their phone to respond to?
Okay, we just need to have this information ready. Do you have any examples to use?
If we put the same one in again, we'll pull up another one.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do the same one. Okay. So you want to start the timer?
Yep, let's do it. Let me set it right now.
I'll use your other son's name this time, Alex Reed.
I have a lot of kids, so we could do a lot of examples.
So 843 284 223.
So, right now this customer's coming up to you asking for information, or they're calling you or whatnot, and you're entering this in real time. What's the address?
Let's see. Yep. Continue.
Again, all this stuff is just based on what we want, stuff I've figured out. You can have whatever you want, but he's just going through, and maybe I'm asking the customer on the phone, like, do you have a fence? Are you on a corner lot? And you're just entering that stuff quickly. And then right there, confirming the details. All right, I can already see that they have a little over 6,000 square feet of turf. I can see their house size for the pest control, and then submit the lead. You don't have to tell this person, like, hey, I'll come out there and give you an estimate tomorrow, or hey, can you give me time to get back to the shop? This or that. Hey, I need to come out there and measure. I need to get on Yard Book on my phone and try to measure out the property, and with the little dropping the little pinpoints, which is a pain in the butt when you're on your phone and you're out in the field. This thing does it automatically for you. I don't know any other CRM that does that, and we've spent a lot of money building this for ourselves just to have that functionality. But you can see already that was a minute and a half, not even a minute and a half to get the estimate. Now you can quickly do that, text it, mow and send whatever estimates you want to send, and this customer already has those estimates on their phone, and they're ready to go.
Here's the text quote.
Didn't you say this already entered into other CRMs for follow-ups and things? Like we can wait.
So it's already in Yardbook, it's already in Copilot, it's already in Honeybook. Whatever services we use, whatever other softwares you use, even MailChimp, it's in MailChimp as well. And we have automation set up in MailChimp to send out a welcome email. So, hey, welcome to Neon Pest and Lawn. This is the services we offer, some details about the company itself, things like that. It's automated and sent out. And that's because once we enter the lead here into the app, it's already entered in all of other CRMs as well, because everything is connected.
Well, guys, this is what I love about this stuff. And Ibrahim is brilliant, but this is how I work a 1 hour a week, having such a small business, a $500,000 company. Most people our size, the owner is heavily involved. There's so much complexity with all these processes. Like, this stuff is amazing. And Ibrahim, like these guys, we have this was so amazing for my life and my business that we started, the Green Helpers, which is, offering what Ibrahim and his team do for me to other companies. which we started doing in the last year just to kind of experiment. We haven't really tried to take on any additional customers. We just wanted to see if all of us had the same pain points, see how we could help. But this stuff right here is amazing, like getting all this stuff set up, because it's going to simplify your life. And I remember before I had stuff like this that I'd be out in the field working all day, 10, 12, 14 hours a day. And then I'd have to go home and spend 4 or 5 hours doing invoicing or entering customers in or sending out estimates. And with stuff like this, like especially if you're a smaller operator, you're 1 or 2 guys, or even if you're, running a more sizable business like ours, like this is just going to make your life so much easier. It's going to take away all those steps, and you're not going to be dropping all the balls that you've been dropping like I did, like where you're not sending an estimate for so long, you're not doing this. But, all this stuff, Ibrahim and the guys can help you set this up. We do this. We built this just for us. We know the pain points that you're going through because we've been through them, and we're constantly adding features to this and to make your life easier, to give a better experience to your customers, and to make sure that nothing gets dropped in the process, because you spend a lot of money on your marketing, you spend a lot of money on your wrapping your vehicle, on getting out in the community and doing a good job. Anytime you get a lead, you want to make sure that you do everything you can to capture that lead and convert them to a customer. This is really exciting. I mean, that was less than 2 minutes, and the customer had a professional, customizable texted quote that they can respond to, and now we know how to follow up with that customer. They're already entered into our CRM, and we didn't have to calculate anything. We didn't have to go see the property. We didn't have to measure anything. And even if you're just a solar operator starting out, you can have this same ability to do this with this. And I wish I had this when I started. My business would be so much farther ahead. But, thanks to Ibrahim and the brilliant he is, we've been able to get these tools for ourselves and for, the handful of clients that we've been kind of working with the last year. So, thank you for sharing. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about on as far as the estimate?
A couple of more things. So this is not just an app. It's like an app that's on your phone as well, but on the desktop as well. So if you have an office team, we have the office version right here, if you can see on my screen. So this is the office version, or the computer version, to be more specific. Again, the same features and everything. I have to hide some of this information because it's personal to the company, but you can see the first 2 leads we entered. It's showing up on the desktop version as well, with all of the details in it. So it's not just a phone app, it's an app for your iPad, if it's an app for your iPhone, but also an app for your computer as well. You don't have to install any fancy softwares or anything. All you need is a browser, and you're able to log in, use the app for your business. So we have tons of features, and we will be talking about them in the next videos, like P4P. But yeah, this is how it works. Let me show you a quick view of another customer. We create the app for Electron. They are our good friends, and they've been helping us experiment on them as well. So same app, this is customized for them. You can see the address, phone number, those are the basic information. Estimator, so the app can tell who is calculating doing the estimate. But you see the prices, it's different because it's customized to them and customized to what they are having to offer. You see here the prices for Electron, and what they are charged. The internal data, they requested for us to show this, and we made it work, where we are now showing some internal data on some data they need to be able to make profitable decisions. So here's the text here as well. If I click on text quote here, it's going to send this text out through their phone. As simple as that. So yeah, this is that. Again, it's connected with Copilot, a different software. Even if you click on the button here, you don't have to go into the software and look up chat. You can just click here, Copilot, and then it's going to open up the profile for this person on your browser or on your phone. You don't even have to go and search. You can see here.
Oh wow! So it's not only just that link not only opens Copilot or the CRM, it specifically goes to that customer's profile.
Yeah. So the customer's profile will be opened up with all of the information in it. So yeah.
Well, that's really cool, because if you're standing there giving an estimate, or if you're even if you're on the phone, if that customer says, "Yeah, let's do it," you can instantly open up the CRM, send them add a credit card on file, link to them, and close the deal right there. You don't have to fiddle with going back later and getting into the CRM and sending them all that stuff. You can set that all up right there. That's really cool.
Yes, sir. You might see some of these sections blurred here, but they have their personal information. I don't want to show that, but you see the full name here. It's Chad, and you can see the full name here as well. It's Chad. It's the same profile. Just click on it, and then opens up. If you want to make a call, you just click this button. If you want to text, this button. If you want to send them an email, you use this button. Everything is there. All you need to do is click and use it.
That's very cool. Very cool. Yep, I love it.
So
So
yeah,
very powerful, very simple. That's what I wanted. I wanted this to be something simple because you have some options out there, like Service Autopilot, which does a lot of really cool stuff, but you need a 4-year degree to be able to use it. You spend so much time learning it. Like I wanted something simple that somebody simple like myself, I'm not good with technology, where I could click a few buttons and have this thing so automated that it takes, it does everything automatically, goes through that whole process and sends somebody the estimate in as short of amount of steps as possible. And this is amazing. Like Ibrahim said, this is customized to your colors for your company, your logos, customized to what you want, your services, and all that's part of like setting it up. You can customize it how you want. If you need help, we're happy to help you because that's what we do. We know how to do this stuff, and this was set up for us in the first place. Or if you already know what your pricing is, you already have all that figured out. We can just add whatever you have. But this is really cool. I'm glad to be sharing it. Ibrahim's a really smart guy. Got a great team. But yeah, I appreciate you sharing it. I'm looking forward to showing the rest of what it can do.
yes, sir. Absolutely. If you don't know your pricing or anything like that, don't worry. Just contact us, and we'll help you figure things out. Especially with pricing, you need to know your pricing when you have your business up and running. You need to know your pricing because otherwise you can go very, very quickly on the negative and lose your business. So if you don't know your pricing, don't worry. Just contact us, and we'll help you figure things out, and then we can move forward to this app.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Abraham, and thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments below. Love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah. If you
Love
are
to hear if
interested,
this is something.
if you are interested in something like this, there is in the description. I'll mention my email, phone number. You can just send me an email or send me a text, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay?
And our app, we've got it really cheap right now. Like we'll probably go up the pricing because our app, and we'll show you a lot of the other features, but it's basically a CRM, and eventually that's the goal is to have this built out to where you don't need anything else, especially if you're trying to run a simpler operation. But I think right now we're charging $199 a month, and then there's some kind of initial setup, right, to get all your info, because we've got there's a lot of work in setting this up for you and customizing it.
Yeah, so that depends. The initial fee depends on the amount of work involved. Some companies need a lot of customization, so in that case the initial fee will be higher than if there is minimal customization required. So that will decide basically the initial fee. So the best thing is to do just get in touch with us, and then we'll talk about it and then move forward, because we do know there are solo operators out there that aren't able to spend as much money as some of the bigger guys out there. So we think about everyone when we think about our pricing. So just get in touch with us, and I'll send you a customized proposal.
Awesome, Ibrahim, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please, like I said, comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if this would be something cool that would help your business. And if you know anything, if you know of anything that does anything like this, because I don't. And I've searched for it, and we had to build it ourselves. But thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.